So good morning to everybody and welcome once again to my live broadcast. How are you guys doing? Good to see every one of you. It is Saturday morning. Hope you all slept well. This morning we are going to discuss Sparky. Good morning to you. Good to see you, Sparky. Let me balance well. So I want to balance well before I start broadcasting. Where my homies at? It is Saturday morning. So this morning we are going to discuss life generally and politics. We are going to discuss relationships. We are going to discuss politics. We are going to touch every area. I just came out. Shinazo, thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. So I'm going to go hard this morning, like always. I'm going to go hard this morning, like always. So, Shinaza, I see you. I've greeted you already. Hope you are doing good, my bro. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Bank Book, I see you. Thank you, Bank Book, for the likes. I appreciate you. This morning I'm gonna go hard. So where my homies at? Bringing guys, I'm seeing Ishmael Jalo. Ishmael, are you back from Gambia? Ishmael, good to see you, old school. Ishmael, good to see you. I've not seen you for a while now, Ishmael. Good to see you once more. Yes, so I'm seeing my people. Good to see every one of you. Yes, so we are happy we are alive. That is the most important thing. I just want us to live a long life. And this, I want us to live a long life. That is the most important thing, to live long. Ishmael, good to see you too, my bro. Yeah, so this morning we are going to discuss life generally and politics. I want more people to join us before I begin to drop my line. Guys, let me tell you guys, we are over 22,000 on TikTok. In fact, we've paid our dues on this page. Yes, we are now approaching 22,200 on TikTok. In fact, every day I get followers for doing nothing. People watch my video and follow me. So this a kind of want to make me lazy, you know. Yesterday I wanted to go live. But you see, when I see how people are following me on TikTok, every day I get like 100 followers just for doing nothing. So like, I was like, man, since I'm getting followers doing nothing, why should I be going live? Ishmael, thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you, Ishmael. So that was why I did not go live yesterday. I was like, even I'm getting followers doing nothing. But that is a wrong mentality, a wrong mindset. So I want to keep pushing. I want to keep pursuing my goal, you know. I said I'm going to reach 1 million followers this year, but I've not even gone anywhere with that my dream. Honey Bee, I see you, Honey Bee. Thank you for the roses, Honey Bee. Thank you for the roses, honey bee. But this morning I'm going to be hard. Don't forget, I'm going to be very hard this morning. Thank you for the roses, honey bee. I appreciate you. So guys, we are here to discuss life generally and politics. But before we go further, let me tell you what I experienced as a little boy. This morning I was just, watching some videos about Africa. I saw where erosion, that's what it's called, erosion, erosion, when water, divides road, builds a gutter, So many places in Africa, you see erosion, And if you go to Africa, many, do I call them cities or towns in Africa, have open gutters. You know what I mean? Open gutters. You call it drainage. Open gutters, open drainage. It has, Patrick, good morning to you. Good to see you, Patrick. Hope you slept well. So, these open gutters, I saw tragedy happen in these open gutters growing up. I remember, don't forget, I'm not telling you I'm from my father was a billionaire. I never told you that my father was a billionaire or my mother was a billionaire. I never told you that. Ishmael Jalo, I'm not talking about your country. I'm talking about what I saw, Africa generally. You know this erosion that rain will fall and you see some places, some people may lose their houses. A lot of people lost their houses as a result of this erosion. African leaders build, I don't know if they actually have, city plan. I think that's what they call it, city plan. You see, they build gutters anyhow without covering it. I'm coming, Jalo, just watch. So they build these gutters without covering it. The gutters are not deep. Well, let me just keep telling you guys the stories that what I saw growing up in Africa. So during rainy seasons where we lived, you see when it rains, you see flood enter people's homes, water. You see flood enter people's homes. And there are people that went to markets. Some went to work, just to go earn their daily bread. By the time they come back in the evening, their homes, their house properties will be soaked in rain. That is, everything will spoil. I remember back then, it happened to us. When it rains, rain will enter inside our room. The rug carpets, everything will be soaked. In fact, it will take a week or more to tidy up the room or for the things to dry. Some people, their phones got wet. Ishmael Jalo, you mean it? It's happening all over Africa. These African leaders, just wait, I'm coming. I'm just beginning this broadcast. So when I was like 10 years, back then, in Onitsha. When it rained, you will see flood everywhere. One day there was one little girl, I saw this happen. She was hawking something, she was selling something. She was selling something. She tried to jump a gutter. Her leg slipped. She tried to jump the gutter. A girl of about 11 years. I saw it happen. It was raining heavily. And if you see the speed of the water, that is the speed of the water that flows inside that gutter, when it rains, the speed, even at times it may it carries cars, motorcycles, heavy objects. So this girl that was selling, I don't know, she was selling orange or something like that. She was having her tray on top of her head, wanted to cross the gutter, jump across the gutter. She was putting slippers, you know these things we call slippers in Africa. You may call it sandals, but slippers, that open one. She wanted to jump across, jump over the gutter. Her leg slipped. She fell inside that gutter. That water carried her. That flood carried the girl. What happened? People began to scream. I saw the girl struggle for her life. If you see how the speed that water took the girl away, nobody saw the girl again. A day after, they saw her corpse somewhere. A day after, they saw her corpse somewhere. Listen to this story again. When I finished my secondary education, I was waiting for my result then. I had to join my elder brother in his business. So there was this, we call that place gutter line, because there was a gutter in front of all the shops. And that gutter was covered with wood, wood. Open gutters we have everywhere, littered everywhere in Africa. Wood. So one day, it rained. And you know how this rain falls in Africa. Sometimes the rain may fall for 5-6 hours, sometimes days. So that rain was so much that one little boy fell inside that gutter. I saw this one. And everybody struggled to catch that boy. And it was not possible. The boy lost his life. The boy lost his life. I told you that many people are dying untimely deaths. Now, when I came to Europe, if you come to a country like Austria, you cannot find any open gutter. You cannot find one open gutter in Vienna, in Austria. You see? So I said, wow, so this is how life is. Now I forgot something, Seth. So while we were still trading, while I was in Africa, we had a gutter, in front of our shop. One day it rained heavily. So I was in our shop then, washing the rain washing the flood as the water as it flowed inside the gutter. So what happened was, I saw black snake. Somehow this black snake crawled out of that gutter. A lot of things are happening. I said many people are dying before their time in Africa. Careless deaths as a result of bad governance. Man, I saw this black snake. That could be black mamba. Don't argue me. Very black like this cap I'm putting on. This snake just struggled and came out of that gutter. And what happened? Entered into my shop. I ran out. I was alone in my shop. This snake, black snake, all these aggressive ones, quickly entered. It was just struggling, to survive because the rain was pushing it away. Somehow it struggled and entered inside my shop. I ran away. But that was my shop. I looked for it. Everybody, we searched for it. We could not find it. That was around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. How do I leave my shop and run? Smiley, good to see you, Smiley. Then I was like 17, 18 years. How do you expect me to leave my shop and run? And when the rain stopped, the water kept flowing inside the gutter and there was flooding everywhere. My shop I had goods in my shop. What do I do? The snake came inside. Everybody was, attending, busy doing their thing. We looked for the snake inside my shop. We did not see it. I thought maybe it's slithered away, Maybe it's crawled somewhere else. I relaxed. I went back to my shop and sat down. But I was, when people come to buy something, I would bring the thing, give to my customers. But I was not comfortable, Each time I was, always washing my back, washing the whole environment, for the washing out. I searched for the snake, I did not see it. That day, the market storytelling is as you tell story, the thing comes, it drops inside your brain. As it's dropping, so you tell the story without stopping. But immediately you get distracted. You've got to start again to reconnect. Well, let me wait for more people to join us. Before, this is one of those things about this internet. Somebody suggested I should go buy, did they say G5 or whatever? Maybe that's what I'm going to buy. Buy a new box because this one I have here is old. I've been using it now for years, now. So, but guys, let me continue with my story. Yes, I have to continue so that people who will join later, they can go to YouTube and rewatch the broadcast. Unfiltered, you said you called me. Did you call my number? Unfiltered, that's a fine name. Bankbook appreciates you for the likes. So, I don't know what. So what happened was, on the next day, 1 second, guys. So, you said you are calling on TikTok. What do you want to say? Do you have anything to say, please? Well, you made a request. I'm just starting my broadcast now before you made the request. You made a request. I saw one request now. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? So, now, okay, I will bring you up when I'm done telling my story. I'll bring you up. When I'm done with the story, I'll bring you up because I'm just getting started now. So when I'm done telling my story, you can make a request. I'll bring you up. Now, so the snake crawled into my shop. We looked for it to kill it, and we did not find it. On the next day, I went to my shop, but I was not, I wasn't, at peace inside the shop because I was looking out for the snake, but I did not see it. All through the time I was inside my shop, I did not see the snake. You know how they build shops in Africa? How shops are built? Nelma, I see you. One shop, one after the other. You know how they build the shops. Shop 1, shop 2, shop 3, shop 4, shop 5, Every shop is beside. We are all connected. So, the following day, the guy whose shop was beside mine, my own shop, shouted. He said, "See snake, see the snake, see the snake." So what he did was, the snake just hid itself somewhere in his shop. Because this guy's shop and my shop was, we had, border. Let me put it like that. And you know how they built those shops in Africa? They built it with woods. So the guy said he had seen this snake. He had seen the snake. This guy went and took the snake was, it's coiled somewhere. This guy went and took a very big, long wood, or do I call it stick? So what he did was, he alone, he just held the wood against the snake because he held it, he did not remove it. So he began to a kind of twist that wood. And he held it, it was a very big black snake. So the guy began to, as he began to crush the snake. He did not begin to strike the snake. He did not start striking the snake. As he held that snake against the wood, he began to, twist the wood, the stick. It took about 10-15 minutes, and the snake gave up, stopped struggling, and we pulled out that snake. It was pulled out. Now, I've seen on social media, when there is rainfall and the whole area, many countries in Africa, the whole area is flooded. You see, many people die as a result of snake bites. You see a lot of people die as a result of snake bites. Snake kill more people than even the flood. Because this flood will carry the snakes in the bush, in wherever they were hidden, and bring it into people's houses. That is why sometimes You find snake in people's toilets, especially people that have bungalows. Yes, many people have died as a result of snake bites in Africa, even in their toilets. Especially those that have a water system, you know, VC, water system. Now, before I go further, let me tell you guys, what you should always do, especially if you are living in Africa. Because I never knew this until I began to make researches. I began to read, make researches, because I hate all these kinds of scorpions, snakes, and things like that. If you are living in downstairs, we call it in German language, Erdgeschoss. That is kind of building you are living. Maybe you built a bungalow. If the whole of that bungalow is cemented, you know, interlocked, you have no problem. If the whole of that compound is interlocked, then you have no problem. Now, I've seen, it's not even hearsay, many cases of people who died as a result of snake bites in their water system, closets, that's what they call it. The place you sit to shit, to pass excrements, the place you sit to drop your excrements. Many people in Africa, I'm not talking in Europe here, even places like US, it happens. So, many people went to toilets, went to their toilets to urinate or drop excrements, and snake bites them. What you should be doing, this is what I usually do whenever I travel to Africa. What you should always do is, every 3 months or 2 months, at best, to be safe, every month, go buy fuel, petrol. The petrol you use to fuel your car, that's petrol you buy at filling station. Every time, every month, you can do it 2 times in a month. Pour petrol inside that VC, inside that toilet, and flush it down. There is no living thing, do you understand me, inside that sockaway that will survive. Every now and then, go buy fuel. How much is fuel? Pour fuel inside that your toilet. Dragon, you said you live in a bungalow. Listen to me. I'm giving you valuable information. Listen, because this is why you are here. Listen. If you are living in a bungalow, and you know it is raining season, don't joke with your life. All these reptiles like snakes, what they do is, somehow, some of these local engineers you have in Africa, they don't know their jobs. So sometimes you see these snakes. If I see you see these snakes find their way inside that sockaway, inside that pipe. Yes, they find their way inside that pipe where the excrement, the shit, passes to the sockaway. They can live there. They can live there for months. Yes. Now what you've got to do is, every time, make sure you buy fuel and pour inside that toilet seat. We call it VC here. Buy, and if you want to even spoil the game, pour salt and fuel inside it. You know, we have something in Africa that we left there for many years. And I did not jam and flood the place. So each time we travel home, the first thing I usually do is I go buy fuel and pour inside that place, flush it. Then I pour fuel there and leave it. I pour fuel like 3 times, I flush it like 3 times. If there are spiders, any living thing inside that toilet, inside that pipe, inside that sockaway will not survive it. Will not survive it. So what I usually do before we start using the toilet, like I will pour after flushing that fuel, I will pour another fuel there. I'll go and buy enough fuel. I'll pour another fuel and leave it there till the following morning. There is nothing that is living, even the ones inside the sockaway, the ones that may be hiding inside the pipe, sockaway, that pipe that directs this thing into. There is no living thing that will survive there. This is what people do not know. Ishmael, I appreciate you. Anytime you go to Africa, before you start, and you can tell people, especially whether it is rainy season, whether it is dry season, make sure. Like here in Europe, here, you have no fear of snake hiding inside your toilet, because there is no how it's going to happen. Everywhere is covered. Many of us are living in 4th floor, 5th floor, talking about people that are living in bungalows. So when you do that, there is no living thing that will survive. Even if that snake was sent by Lucifer, that snake will not survive. That is what I usually do. So instead of, see, there are things I always tell you. You just need information is power. This is not prayer. Information is power. This is not prayer. It took me time to gather these informations, because I've seen online a lady who went to urinate in the night in her toilet. That was in Abuja. She went to urinate in her toilet and snake bit her. Under a few hours, that lady died. So many people were bitten by snakes in their toilets because they have no information. They have no information. So when snake beats people, what happened was, you see experienced people come and tell the solution. And I make out time to read. I read these things. Even if your compound is covered, you cemented everywhere, do it for sicherheit, for security purposes. How much is fuel selling in your area? Buy it, pour it inside that VC every now and then, so that you can sit comfort. There is nothing. If you try it and anything you get, there is nothing that will survive there. When I traveled to Africa the last time, you know, when we were building our house, we dug a well. That well that has rings. At nights like this, frog will not allow us to sleep. Frog. Somebody said he does not agree to what I'm saying. I don't know who this person is. So you are disputing me now. I'm telling you that fuel will kill any snake inside your toilet or pipe or sockaway. You said you don't agree. You see, don't come on my platform to misinform people. I'm telling you what I've witnessed. I'm telling you what I know, 1,000,000%. Listen, before I go live to drop any info, I don't give wrong information to people. There are many people that have benefited so much from this page. And don't come here to discourage people. This page saves lives. This page saves life. Because a lot of you believe that Savior comes only from the one that is written in the Bible or Quran. You don't know that the people around you can be your Savior, can save you from early death, can save you from danger. You don't know. So as I'm making this video, I'm a savior to a lot of people. And you came here, it's like you are drunk. Listen, I don't know who you are. If you don't want to listen to me, just remove yourself from this page. Because a lot of people are here to learn. I'm telling you what I know 1,000,000%. I don't want people like you on my page. Remove yourself. You don't need to listen to me. If you know better, use your page and teach people. If you know better, use your page, or use your page and tell your own story. Don't come to my page where people are listening to me and say you don't believe me. Something that I've done and it has worked, and thousands of people have done it and it worked. See, many years back, we stayed in a place where there was something like a swampy area. That place was swampy. There was water, kind of. One day, we opened our window. NEPA took light. We opened our window. And I mean, not NEPA took light. We were just relaxing. We opened our window. I mean, NEPA took light. After about an hour, NEPA brought the light back. As the light came, I saw snake, crawl, immediately look for a place to hide. Somebody said, what we've got to do, because that place was eng, that is tight. Because there was no way we could fetch it. Somebody said, that place that the snake hid itself, what we've got to do is to go and get fuel. We went and we got fuel. We emptied that fuel inside that place that the snake hid itself. The following morning, the snake struggled. We saw the snake dead. I saw it. The snake struggled, came out, but the snake what? We saw the snake dead. Said, look at the snake we saw the other day. People with experience, when you don't know anything, all you've got to do is you listen and don't front yourself when you lack knowledge, when you have no information. What do you think I do? I sit at home and read. What I do is I sit at home, I read, and I listen. I get most of the information I'm dropping for you guys now. I read it, I made the researches, I learned from people too. When snake bites people in their toilet, you come see people tell solutions to it, not even everywhere. Said even to be on the safe side, even when there is always pour fuel inside your toilet, it kills snakes, scorpions, any living thing there. So, Shinazoy said your own happened in the kitchen. So, don't joke. Another way, what I did was, you know, we have a place that we left for like 17 years, we've not stayed there. So when we went back to Africa to stay there, we were scared. First of all, we called these laborers to clear the bush and things like that. Because of my experience, what I learned online. So, Ishmael, listen. Because forget that guy, I've not even seen him before. So these are people that they don't. These are people that I don't know where. When you come to somebody's page, if you don't like the person, you move. If you don't like me, you move. Don't come here to distract my people, my followers, my friends. You get it? You go to where you are kind of, you people misbehaves a lot. I don't know who you are. I'm dropping 1 million information that's even, that will save lives. You come here to mess yourself up. So, even I don't want to respond to such person anymore because this kind of person distracts others. There are some people, they have bad spirits. Or what they do, anywhere they go, they show themselves. Anywhere, some people, when they go, I don't know what is, some people are, they constitute nuisance wherever they go. The next day now, you see him go to a mosque or go to church and begin to pray to God. I'm giving you solution to certain problems. You came here to my page to mess yourself up. Because you have no profile picture. Nobody can identify you. So, we have a place in Africa that we never stayed for very many years. Very many years. When we traveled, now I remember what I wanted to say. So, you know, I've seen cases where snake beat people and people came to tell what they begin to advise people what they are supposed to do in order to, get rid of snakes in their vicinity. Now, so many experienced people said, and I learned from them. They said, you know, in Africa, we usually fence wall. We fence our compound. We fence, every building has fence, you know, things like that. So I learned, you know, because I've seen such things happen. So a lot of people said, if you are living in a compound, first thing you got to do is to make sure that your compound is not bushy. It's not bushy, it's not dirty, number one. Make sure you clear the grasses every now and then. Then one man said, when you look, you know, they call it fence. Wherever you see any hole, make sure it is plastered. Look here, examine your soccer way. Anywhere you see, even also red. I did not sleep. In that compound. I began to feel any hole like away pipes to see if there was any hole. Anyone that crawl inside the covered. So, no, I'm actually encouraging me to even try to do more. And you came out and then you made the point very clear, like nobody somewhere would understand exactly what you are trying to say. So I'm basically what you are doing. Thank you. And everything. So I've been listening to you and I've been bugging you, I've been disturbing you, like I want to come to your live. The reason why I want to actually come to your live is because basically I've been listening to your story, and they say iron sharpened iron. That's it. Exactly. So, but whilst I was watching your video, I watched your video. I was going down, 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 down. I watched everything, but there was something that I noticed, and I want to call your attention to that because you're my brother. Okay. I'm from Nigeria too. Okay. I want to call your attention. Okay. So I know that it's not going to be easy, but most especially on this TikTok, when you are telling your story, just try and make it as fast as you can so that you can grab people's attention, so that when you grab people's attention, they can be able to click the like and share with other people. But when you give a lot of spaces, people automatically do not engage with what you are doing, like what exactly you are doing. But once you actually communicate as quick as you can and then you leave, people engage, like and share. Do you understand? So like me, basically, like if you watch my page, I don't really post myself. Just like as I'm talking to you, I don't post myself. I post content like what I see on YouTube and other things. That's what I post. I have like 18,000 followers. So I'm just calling your attention. You're my brother. So I'm just calling your attention to that. No disrespect. It's because I like what you're doing and I love your braveness about what you're doing. So that's why I just want to call your attention to offended. No, I'm not. Okay, now thank you. Let me tell you something now. You see, there are people make mistakes in life. You can mute your listening. People make mistakes in life. Okay. First and foremost, he said I should be fast when delivering my message. Now, I'm not offended with what you said, but you should remember we are different in our ways. The way I speak cannot be the way somebody else speaks. My DNA is different from another person's DNA. My bloodline is different from another person's bloodline. My nature is different from another person's nature. That is why I am unique, you are unique, and we are all different in our ways. I cannot change myself. I cannot try to be somebody else. If I should try to be somebody else, that is no longer me. I'm no longer original. You got it? This is what makes me speak, the way I react to things. That is what makes me. When I start copying another person, when I want to be fast. So, I say good morning. When I want to be, I think before I say a word. I cannot just come online and be making va because I want to talk fast. Before, as I talk, I'm slow and I think before I utter a word. That is why I calculate. And these things, what like some people may see it as being slow. This I'm going to do it slow. to go online, but go live and I can speak for 2-3 hours non-stop. It's a lot of brain work.
Yeah, yeah. I totally.
Let me come.
Okay.
It's a lot of brain work. Now, as I'm broadcasting now, telling my stories, I remember a lot of things, and I take time before I speak, I think it before I speak. That's how I function. I cannot come here and begin to talk. I want to talk like American or British people. I want to talk like somebody else. Nah, this is me. You see, my nature. This is why they say we are unique in our ways. You see, sometimes they say you are 1 in a million. You are 1 in a million. That means you are different, one of a kind. You are not like every other person. Let me tell you a story. Sometime in 2000, about 8 years ago, when I began to broadcast, a fellow taxi driver came to me. He said he wants to start broadcasting, but I'm not fast. He said, you need to be talking fast. And when you are talking, you need to be talking fast. I said, listen, this is my nature. This is who I am. If you know that you are good in talking, what you've got to do is you use your Facebook, start talking fast. So that thing I'm not doing that doesn't suit you, you use your Facebook and do it your own way. But I cannot change myself for somebody else, and that is me.
Okay, Agu, I basically, like, it's just my opinion. Just like I said, I hope you're not offended.
No, I'm not. You've got, no. I'm not,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. So,
why should I be?
But basically, we are on this particular TikTok street together, and basically, I just felt like I should actually call in, because when I saw your content, and I saw when you were in a restaurant, and the bartender came to you and she was telling you should leave that place, and you were sharing your story. It was a very fantastic story and everything. So I was listening to it, and I said I have to share this with my brother. When I saw you on live, that's why I said let me come on live. I rarely come on live. I know it's not an easy task to come on live and to actually tell a story, or to, it's not quite easy. But basically, I feel like it is something that I want to share with you, Uncle Roddy.
I've had you. Now, let me tell you, you see, this is why a lot of, Nollywood actors and actresses, you don't see them come live and tell stories because they cannot. Most of these Nollywood actors and actresses that you watched, you celebrated that time, they acted scripts. Somebody wrote a story and now asked them to act that way. I don't act scripts. I just switch on my telephone and come and tell stories whenever the idea comes. Number one. So I am unique. I'm one of a kind. I don't compare myself to anybody. And I cannot change who I am for anybody.
Yeah.
And another one, let me come in again.
I respect you for that. Respect you for that.
And now, let me come again. When I drop a video, I'm not dropping video for Nigerians. I'm not dropping video for Americans. I'm not dropping video for South Africans. I drop my videos. I present my case the way I want to present my case. Now, when I drop videos, you see Nigerians comment, Oga, speak fast. Oga, speak fast. Oga, you be fast. Why do you think they always want you to rush your story? They complain they don't have data. Poverty. If they have Wi-Fi at home, if they buy this data, if they make monthly subscription, like the way we do in Europe here, you buy 30 euros a month, you can stay online for the whole day. Nobody will be there to rush you, tell your guy, start speaking. It's as a result of poverty. They don't have data to watch videos. That's why they say you don't talk fast. That is by the way. I make videos for everybody. So, after all said and done, what is important is I drove home my points. I delivered my message.
Yeah.
So guys, again, like you said, there are many people who hide their faces on social media. Now, if you are hiding your face on social media, you are a kind of, depending on your reason, you are a kind of dimming your shine. Do you understand what I mean now? You are dimming your shine. In today's world, popularity is money. Unless you are a criminal, unless you have skeleton in your cupboard, that is why, can you mute your telephone, please? That is why, can you please mute your telephone? That is why,
you want me to go?
okay, that is why people hide, or people do it. I'm not telling you that everybody that has no profile picture is a criminal. But see, if I should hide my face, you wouldn't know who I am today. If I hide my face, you wouldn't know. Some people create fake accounts just to be insulting people online, which does not make any sense. The person you are insulting does not know who you are.
That's very fair. That's fair. That's fair enough.
The person you are insulting doesn't know who you are. If he sees you on the road, does not know you. Your insult does not even disturb nobody. So guys, let me continue with my story. So now, boy, I'm done with you. Let me continue with the story because I want to deliver a point.
Hello. Sorry. Did you say you're done with me?
I said we are okay with the discussion because
Okay,
I am.
No. See, Uncle Roddy.
I'm listening to you. I don't mean disrespect. I said the conversation.
No, I mean, you just said you're done with me.
No,
like, come on, man. Like, you just, as if you're just throwing a piece of paper.
No.
Away.
Sorry for that. Don't get.
You know, we don't do this like this. You know, I believe that you're in Europe. We don't do this. You get
No.
me? Like,
The conversation.
I'm done with you. So let me continue my story.
No, the
We
conversation.
don't do things like this. You get me? We don't do things like this, Uncle Roddy. I respect you. And that's why I decided to put a call through to you with utmost good respect. But you said, I'm done with you. So let me continue my story. And I feel like it's kind of weird.
No.
But then,
no.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now listen. Now don't you don't misconstrue things. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. You see, this guy now, he a kind of got offended when I said the conversation has ended. I cannot spend the whole day with him. We have he came up with a discussion. We discussed. I said the discussion, how does he want me to put it? The discussion has ended. He showed me respect. I showed him respect. Does he want us to spend the whole day here discussing the same issue? And people are here to listen to my story. Now, so what he got offended because I said I'm done with the conversation. You see, the same person that is telling me that we are in Europe, I said I'm done with the conversation. People are here to listen to story. Does he want me now to continue discussing with him? You see, this is why sometimes I don't like to bring people up because of this kind of, whatever. And he did not show, he got offended because I said, what does he want? We spend the whole day together. So guys, let me continue. Now we've discussed about environments, flood in Africa. Well, how does he want? He thought I disrespected him. How does he want me to put it? We spent the whole day here discussing what? I respected him. I gave him attention. We spoke for about 5 or more minutes, and yet does he want us to spend the whole day discussing the same issue. So now let me go further. Guys, I want to talk about this issue of curses, C-U-R-S-E, curses. People lay on others. We have blessings and we have curses. When you see Dragon, you know, I like to respect people. Dragon said he wants a class, and you know, I like to respect people. I just saw him for the first time here. Like I said, when I make my videos, I make videos for everybody, for public, for everyone. And I said, like I rightly said, whatever you think I'm not doing well, you go to your page and do it your own way. That's it. Whatever you feel I'm not doing right, open your own page, do it your own way, and grow your own followers. That's it. I'm not telling you I don't heed to an advice, but I'm me. I am me, and this is what I represent. This is what I teach everybody. Be yourself. Don't be somebody else. Be yourself. Don't be somebody else. The way I speak is me. The way I react is me. The way I wear clothes is me. Let me tell you stories. All my life, I don't put on ties. I don't put on all these shoes. I put on hip-hop wears. I've been like that since I was born. People who knew me when I was younger knew that I was this kind of dude who likes to put on hip-hop wears. I'm not somebody that will put on all these type of Italian trousers and shoes and ties. I don't feel comfortable in such things. And again, this has been what brought me where I am today. My kind of person, the way I dress, the way I speak, the way I act, brought me to where I am today. You know, back then in Africa, I would go to where they sell second-hand clothes as a young boy. I would buy baggy trousers. I buy big t-shirts, hip-hop wears. I buy canvas. Then there was, you know, that time break dance, was raining. You see what this guy that came up now said. Guys, listen, this guy that I brought up, he said, if I don't have a genuine story, the guy that spoke with me, look at the comments. If I don't have any story to tell, I should not go live. This was the person I brought up now. He said, I have no story to tell, that I should not go live. Have you seen it? And he said he's a Nigerian. You see, he came here to tell me that he has 18 followers. He said, if I have no genuine story to tell, why did I go live? You see this kind of person. These are haters, hypocrites. Look at somebody you see, this is why I don't, immediately I came live, this person, you see, look at his comments. I don't know who this person is. He just came here now. And when it comes to this life, this dude cannot stand me in any way. When it comes to, as far as this earth is concerned, one-on-one, you cannot stand me in every area of life. Yes. And you know, I'm somebody, I have hot temper. If nobody say, if I see you, you are somewhere. You came to my page, you say I have nothing. Well, let me block your you are this thing now. Let me block this person. You have no business here. This is why I don't bring. Immediately I came live. This person made a request. He wanted to talk. Immediately I came live. Immediately I came live, he started troubling me, he wanted to speak. You see, I blocked him. He said I have no story to tell, and he has been watching me every time. This was the person that said all my videos are excellent. This was somebody that said my videos are excellent. He came again to tell me that I don't speak fast. Why don't he use his page to be speaking fast? He said I don't. he said I have. He said he's. That's why I blocked him. Even he came to tell me how to be speaking when I'm making videos. Yeah, leave him. He said I was talking from snake to frog. I'm talking to say this. This is, you see, this is why I can't stand some people, fake people. So, and sometimes when you are harsh to people, you see, it's not everybody you are supposed to give attention. When you are harsh to people, they say, you are proud and things like that. People come inbox and ask me every day, Uncle, when are you going live? Go live, let's spend time. So, whether he's right, if you know, listen to me now. You see, if you know you don't like listening to my story, what is the right thing to do? You remove yourself. Why should you be watching somebody who is not making any sense? You see, if I'm not talking fast, you go to where people are talking fast. Why should you be listening to somebody who is not making any sense? You spend hours listening to somebody you claim, you see, you are not intelligent. Why should you, if you know I'm not speaking fast, why are you listening to me, watching me? If I'm not making sense, why are you there watching me?
Why did you come online to correct me?
Well, yes.
There's no need for that.
You see people. So, I don't know who he is. He came out here to talk. I don't know him. He should be happy I brought him up. I gave him audience. Next time, I don't bring people. I only allow people that are core followers of this page to make requests. And these are the people now that I will give that, opportunity to come up. So, let's go talk about, he should go live and let's see how many people are going to watch him. The Mbada said he has 18 followers. Who asked him? He came here to to say he has 18 followers. Am I competing with him? Even if I have one follower, it does not matter. Somebody said back to snake and frogs. That is me. If you don't like it, you remove yourself and go where they are teaching you what you like. This is me. I can talk about fly, horse, lion, and tortoise here. This is my page. If you don't want to listen to it, you move. Over 22,000 people are following this page and they enjoy listening to horse stories, snake stories, tortoise stories. And if you don't like it, you are a fool if you are listening to me and still complaining. You that made that comment. You are not intelligent because you are listening to somebody you say it's not making sense. So you are not making sense. You got it. So guys, you're welcome. Let me ignore these haters. This I never do well. This I never do well. Some people come. When you see somebody who has achieved what you may never achieve in life, you respect that person. You got it. Somebody said, let me spend time for this. Somebody said, read more books. You are on my page and you are telling me to read more books. Why don't you read books and broadcast on your channel? What is the name? He said, it's the same person. What is the name? Maybe no now. Why don't you read more books and open your own page and tell your people, tell your followers what you read in books? You got it. Let me block this person too, because it's the same person. It's the same person that came with, he came with another account. I've blocked two of them. It's the same person that came. So that's how they are. He wants to distract. Yes, he came. He does not know that I'm a focused, I'm a focused man. So guys, listen now. Well, you see, life is like this. What you are just seeing now. There is no star without scar. Did you get me? There is no star without scare. You cannot wear a crown without fighting wars. There is nothing you accomplish in this life, you can accomplish in this life without challenges. If I cannot be on social media creating videos and you expect everybody to like me, this is the reality of life, and this is what I keep saying here. It's not everybody that follows this page love me. People may be jealous. Some people, like this guy that came up now, I don't know him. He started by praising me, ended up being a hater. From nowhere he said, I said I was done with him. Quish, I was done with him. I cannot spend the whole day talking to him when there are people here listening to me, watching. So, whatever is not only on social media, whatever you do, any goal you are pursuing in life, expect distractors, expect oppositions. Whatever you do, even in marriage, even at your workplaces, even in everyday life, you are bound to see haters. But guess what? These haters, they help us to fulfill our destinies in life. I'm telling you. See, friends don't push you. Let me tell you guys stories. When you are challenged, when people bully you, when people criticize you, when people call you or label you what you are not, because you are human, because you don't want to be disrespected, you want to achieve, you want to prove them wrong, you work harder. Many people you see today became what they are today because of haters, enemies. Enemies indirectly pushes people to work harder and achieve their goals in life, because you don't want your enemies to triumph over you. You don't want your enemies to laugh you. You don't want your enemies to be above you. So what happens? You work hard to overcome your enemies. All those criticisms, bullying, contempt you experienced are supposed to push you beyond your limits. That is the reality. And this was what made me who I am today. When I was in Africa, I experienced poverty. I told you guys I love eating food. Yes, I love eating food. And then, at a time, we became broke. But I loved my mother. My mother loved what she was good in cooking bitter leaf soup, or her soup, or bono soup, and things like that. So at a time, things went south. Things became difficult. But then, I had some people around me that knew I love eating. Some of them began to call me glutton. You know what is glutton? Somebody who loves eating. At a time, they began to make mockery of me. Say, this man, he is only eating food. Even when I want to be serious in life, like, please give me money to start life, give me money. They say you want to use it and eat food. They don't believe in me. Enemies talked down on me. Like, this man, if you give him money now, he will use it and go and eat food. Go and eat restaurant food. I felt hurt. Nobody believed me. Nobody believed in me. Nobody wanted to give me a chance to prove myself. When I got the chance, the only chance I got, I did not allow it slip through my fingers. I remembered enemies who spoke down on me, who said I was not going to make it, who said I love eating food, who were ready to laugh at me. So when an opportunity came, I said to myself, I promised myself, I said, forward ever. In fact, all these enemies made me not to even look back. When I crossed the bridge, I blew it up. When I crossed the bridge, I blew it up because I don't want to walk back to that bridge. I don't want to use that bridge as an escape route. Why I blew that bridge up was not to retreat. That is, whatever challenge was ahead of me, I was ready to battle it to the end. That is, no retreat, no surrender. It's either, and everybody will go down or I survive. Everybody go down or I survived. I survived. When I remembered insults, enemies, what I will face if I fail. People that were going to laugh at me, say, look at him, he failed. They said it. I did not want to give them that chance to say they said it, that this man was going to fail. So enemies made me to be who I am today. Even in the toughest situation, I became tougher. If I tell you how far, guys, so enemies are important in our lives. If you don't have enemies, go look for enemies. If you don't have enemies, you will remain in your comfort zone. If you don't have enemies, look for them. Why do you think God has oppositions, Satan, devil? Why do you think even in a system of government there are opposition parties? You need enemies to fulfill your destinies. It's no joke. Anybody you see Anybody you see that is faint-hearted, don't make it. Cowards, don't. I always say on this page, say whatever you want to say. Whatever you say, you are going to keep seeing me here. That is me. There is no human being on earth. If there is no human being on earth that will make me lose self-confidence. Not at this stage of my life. Now listen. Do not see humans you see here. There are humans that are demon possessed. They don't write it on their faces. There are humans, millions of humans you see on earth. Many are demon possessed. They are possessed with different kinds of demons. And wherever they go, that's their negative energy, character, they will display they will act according to the spirit that is possessing them. This is the truth. This is why you see some people hate somebody they don't know. This is why you see some people want to pull down somebody they don't know. Somebody that is living in faraway UK will come and be talking to somebody he has never met in life, be hating on somebody he has never met in life. Wisdom is when you don't like a person, you avoid that person. You go do your own thing. This guy came online to tell me how to run my channel, how to be speaking. You got it? He came online, he said he has his own page. He came online to advise me how to be speaking. He came on how to be speaking on my channel. Every day, without doing anything, I get like 100 followers now. 60, 70, 80, 100 followers every day. People watch my videos and they follow me. And he came to tell me how to run my program. Am I making videos to please him? Or am I making videos the way I deem it right? I am me, and I cannot be somebody else. And you that is watching me, learn to be you. Let me tell you a story. When Moses met God at Mount Horeb, listen to this story. When God wanted to send Moses on an errand to go tell Pharaoh to let his people go, Moses asked questions. He said, "Whom shall I tell Pharaoh you are?" Listen to this thing. He said, "Who shall I tell Pharaoh sent me?" God answered back, "I am that I am. Abu mi yembo. I never change. I am that I am. I am what I am." That was his response to Pharaoh, to Moses. He responded to Moses. Go read your Bible. Moses' encounter with God. He said, "I am Abu mi yembo. I am what I am. I am God of, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever." What does that mean? I am the same. He said, "I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I never change. Abu mi yembo." That's me. Be who you are. You can go read your Bible. I am what I am. Abomi Embo. Know it. Be yourself. Don't be somebody else. There is no human being on earth that can attack my self-confidence. You cannot. They never born you. You cannot distract me. So guys, I've spent time with you guys. This is Saturday. Somebody said I should be open to criticism sometimes. Did you listen to my message? I said, I was made in God's image and likeness. That's what the scripture says. I was made in God's image and likeness. That means I am like God. For instance, and God answered Moses, I am what I am. I never changes. I am the same God of yesterday, today, and forever. I am who I am. So if I am an image of God, does God change? I'm asking you now. I'm asking you, have you seen God change? He said, he remaineth the same forever. My DNA remains the same. Get the message. I cannot change myself to somebody else. Yes, I am an image of God. That is, I should be like God. He said, you people you read the scriptures. He said, God, he never changes. I am his likeness. You want me to change? If I change now, you call me a hypocrite. You say I'm fake. If I change, if I put up different characters, I become somebody else. If I start putting up strange characters now, you call me a fake man. You got it now. If I start this is why I tell you, I am who I am. You got it? So why do you say people are fake? Because they are not the same. You see him today, he's a good man. Tomorrow, he's a bad man. A friend today, an enemy tomorrow. God said he is your friend now and forever. He cannot change. He cannot be a friend today and an enemy tomorrow. If he's an enemy tomorrow, what happens? He has changed. That's why he said he is who he is. Why do people call others fake? Why do people call others fake? Well, on this page, I remain who I am. Yes. And I don't make videos to please anybody. When I want to speak, I speak. I don't take bribe. This is what makes me RODDY. That's what makes me unique. You don't expect me to change for you. Do things that you like. When I start doing things that you like, then I'm no longer me. This is the mistake a lot of people make in life. They please others and displease themselves. You want people to like you. You want, some call it eye service. This is me now you are seeing. That's why you see they call some people hypocrites. Hypocrites. People you cannot take their words. People that you cannot, they don't honor their words. You want, because you want me to say what will please you. Make videos that will please you. This is why I'm a man of my own. I am on my own. I don't take bribe. You cannot influence me. You see religious people try to influence God. Religious people, they try to influence God. When, for instance, now, let me tell you, when you pay tithes and offerings, you want to bribe God with, you think God is a human being. That is why he said, even if you bribe him, he remains the same. He's not after your bribe. A God you want tithe and offering, you pay tithe and offering you want to bribe God to do things in your favor. You may pray today. From now till the end of your life, your prayer will not be answered. And that is why he is God. Ibra, I see you. That's why you may pray today. He can, even sometimes he doesn't answer your prayers because he is God. He cannot change himself because of you. He cannot change himself. He cannot stop being God because of your tithes, your offering, or your prayers. Yes, he can never. He cannot change himself because of your prayers. A lot of human beings try to bribe God. This is why on social media, have you seen me ask anybody for money? I can never do it. I am me. If you want to give me roses, it's your decision. Have you seen me force people to give me roses? I don't want you to bribe me. I want to be speaking my mind. I speak my mind, I drop my videos the way I want it. Because I am an experienced man. Some people, when they give you something, they want to start controlling you. They begin to tell you. Imagine these guys that are talking now. If they contributed, if I'm somebody that is a hungry man and they are contributing money, they would like to tell me what to be talking about. These guys that are coming, you need to take this, you need to do this. They want to tell me how to run my show. So if they contributed a kobo in any way to me, imagine what will happen. They will be coming here and be ordering me what to speak. That's why don't allow anybody to feed you. Like I said earlier, you need to be who you are. Just like God answered Moses, he said, I am that I am. Be who you are. On this page, I always say, never you ever allow anybody to feed you. If people feed you, give you money, or do anything, man, you will regret your life. See, I'm on my own. Somebody will come here and want to tell me what to do on my page. You see it? They want to tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm not doing right. You don't tell me that. I'm approaching 60 years old. And I always say, whatever you feel I'm not doing right, open your own page and start doing it yourself. If it is politics, you have mouth. Use your mouth and talk. Respect people who are doing good. You think it is easy to talk and people gather and listen. Go try it and let's see how far you go. Go to many pages. They don't run the kind of program I run. I run educational program. People benefit so much from this page. People gain wisdom from this page. Before I forget, you can never find wisdom on the lips of a foolish man. You can never find wisdom on the lips of a foolish man. Some people come here and tell you blah, 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 but they have no content. They have no content. I cannot see. You know how long I've been living here on earth. When human beings don't allow anybody. That's why you see I'm on my own. The telephone I'm using here belongs to me. The data I'm using, everything I'm using here, I bought it with my money. The electricity, mine. So everything I'm using here, mine. I'm doing my thing. Nobody bought it for me. So it is mine. That is why I'm a God. I'm not under anybody. Your Bible says ye are gods. You don't see a God under anybody. So that's it. So I want to tell you, in this life, your struggle from day one should be to stand on your own so that you don't beg anybody. Imagine, I'm on my own. People still come try to penetrate to tell me how to run my program. Where we are there when I began this page. When I started this page, where we are there. Don't they know that there are people who have been here from day one? They started following this page when I wasn't even having 100 followers, 200 followers, 1,000 followers. There are people that have been here on this page. They don't come here to say. Some people just join this page today. They want to tell me, dictate for me what to do. Say, who are you? Onyeke ebo. Imoko ebe nsi. Imoko ebe msi. Onyeke ebo. You think see, if I'm looking for followers, if I want everybody to come, thank you, Bank Book. If I want to run a page where everybody will be coming, I will not be talking about religion. I'll be mindful of my words, the kind of content I create, so as not to offend you. I drop my videos. If you like, you listen. I will say my mind and I'll speak the truth. It's not like I'm not scared of losing followers or this. I share my mind, and that's me. That is who I am. That's what I represent. I'm not fake. That's why I told you, Abume Fembo. I am who I am. You got it. So guys, I've delivered my message. He who has ears, let him hear. She who has ears, let her hear. That's it. You see, even if it is one person that is watching me, I keep broadcasting. Even if it is 1 million people that are watching me, I continue to broadcast. I started broadcasting when nobody was even watching. So you cannot come to threaten me, say this. I started broadcasting when nobody watches me. Yes, to tell you the kind of person. When I go live, nobody watches. I know that is a stage in life. That's how life is. I wasn't discouraged in the beginning. I wasn't discouraged when nobody watches, because I do it for fun. I love what I'm doing. I air my opinion. And I am myself. Don't expect me to change the way you want. I cannot change. I'm me. And you cannot be me. You got it. So have it in mind. This is me. I'm me. Guys, I want to say thank you for being part of this broadcast. want to go outside and I want to bounce outside. I love my life. I love my life. Because I've learned, yes, how to live. Thank you, Bangbook. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. I love my life. That's it. I cannot come to tell. What I do is, I come here, deliver my message, and that's it. If you like, you take it. If you don't like, you leave it. But don't see. I was yesterday. I was. Where did I was listening to some European videos forum on European forum yesterday. All of them they discussed about Austria and Switzerland, who has better economy and blah 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 their ways. In Germany and the rest. Now listen, Europeans, all of them they said their opinions without insults. They all have different opinions, but none of them insulted anybody. I was there, I watched, I read the comments, I saw everything. From Germany, from Austria, from Switzerland, from every part of Europe. I was looking out for insults from some of them. I did not see insults from any angle. When you go, especially Nigerians, what they usually do is, the first thing is insults. Insults. When you make a video, instead of, reasoning with you or saying their own opinion, what they will not even contribute. The next thing is they start by insulting you. And I've seen it on several occasions where you make a video. What they do, go read their comments. You may make a video about a particular thing. Any video that is not pleasing to them, they start insulting them. And these people will tell you they went to school. Or they will tell you, like the person that came here, he said he is living in UK. That is, UK is paradise to him. So he wants us to respect him because he's living in UK. Nobody asked him. He said, actually, he's living in UK. Actually, he has 18,000 followers. You got it? So the thing is, when somebody make a video that is not appealing to you, that you don't like, you may air your opinion, you may write your comments without insulting that person. You don't know that person. That's why Africa cannot move forward. Your mentality is backward. You can even teach people with your comments. When you make educational comments, people can learn from you. But 70% of the comments will be all insults. That's black people for you. They have no respect for anybody. I dropped a video about the upcoming, protest in Nigeria. They plan to protest on the 29th of this month. I saw videos where the Igbos are saying they are not going to protest. I said, listen, Igbos are Nigerians. And if they don't participate in the protest, that is what Nigerian politicians want. They want the citizens to be divided. They don't want unity. They don't want oneness of purpose. That's what they're number one. I said, whether the Igbos protest or not, everybody will be buying fuel expensive, food items expensive. I said, there are times you make up with enemies to fight an enemy. Did you understand me? There are times you combine efforts with somebody you don't like to defeat a common enemy. That is wisdom. If not, that enemy will continue to trouble your life. That is why you see smart people have allies. You see even countries have allies. You see Americans, you see the American, Britain, and the rest of them, they have allied forces. When problem comes, you see them, they come together and fight a common enemy. Countries will gather together and descend on you. You need to learn how this world works. It's not about me sometimes, it's about what do we do to defeat this enemy? Who are Nigerian enemy? That is the leaders. If the Igbos say, man, we are not going to be part of this protest because I understand why they are vexed, why they are angry. But there comes a time when you need to even form ally with people you like or you don't like to defeat a common enemy, and that is wisdom. So I made that video. That video, I posted it on YouTube. That video has over 70 comments. 90% of the comments were, Oga, go and sit down. Oga, we are not going to the protest. Oga this, Oga this, Oga this. They don't even want to see reason, see why they should even look for a way to remove corrupt leaders in Nigeria. That's it. They don't want to look for a way. See how they can remove corrupt leaders in Nigeria. Man, I'm still gonna drop videos. I appreciate everybody who listened to me. You cannot tell me you did not learn one or two from me today. At least, don't have permanent friends and don't have permanent enemies. Yes, one should not have permanent friends and permanent enemies. An enemy today can turn to a friend tomorrow. A friend today can turn to an enemy tomorrow. Let me tell you, with this, I want to say, let's see ourselves in the evening. So guys, let me eat something, and later in the evening I'm coming up. I'm gonna go live for us to gather here and have fun. So see you later in the day. We keep pushing, and nobody is gonna stop the party. And nobody is gonna stop the party. So see you guys later in the evening. I'm coming up with interesting stories.